workers, Sambalat and Tobalat. They sent messages to him. They said he should come. And he sent the message back to them. He said, look, I am not come down. I am doing great work. And I believe that's the same thing that Madam Ivy here is saying today by putting all of this. She is not coming down because she is doing what? She is doing great work. So please repeat after me. Madam Ivy is doing great work. Madam Ivy is doing great work. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, so all right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to hand the mic over to Dr. Ujoma Ude to start her own reporting to us about. She'll be talking to us about branding and visibility. After which, if we have any questions about that, please just do. It's going to be an interactive question. Feel free, bring out your pens, bring out your jotters. There's a lot of that going around. Please bring them out so we can take notes as she shares with us on branding and visibility.
Thank you. Thanks for the intro. Good morning, everyone. I thought my session was going to like questions and answers, or maybe just ask questions. Okay. Tony, you've done so much to introduce right in my bio, what I've done in my life, but it's something I've done for years, and when I really I'll make it flexible so we all feel free. In fact, I'll add pidgin English to it so everybody can feel free to interact, to discuss. Sales is what I do. And sales, you need to learn how to brand yourself for the company you work for. Like I said, I've been in the company for 20 years. I've worked with business here. Initially, I never wanted to work in the media house. Like she said, then, those days, our dreams was to work in companies like MTN, Airtel, you know, big ones. But since the job was not coming up, I had a friend that said, IJ, you want to work in business day? And as of then, business day was just 2 years old. I'm like, business day, big this day. But most times, I'm sure 60 to 70% of us here don't know business day. You think it's this day. There are two different companies owned by two different people. So I would like to say maybe myself, we are the face of the company. We're like the people that got into branding to showcase the face of the company, what it looks like, what a company will look like. You know, we did a lot, or I did a lot to ensure that I grow in a company like that. Branding involves a lot. When I mean a lot, it involves a lot. Branding involves your identity. It involves creating what you want people to know you for, creating a niche for yourself. Most of us here are entrepreneurs. These days, everybody wants to be a CEO. That is why some people, they start all of a sudden, they get tired, they don't want to move forward, they feel weak, no encouragement, depression comes in. To brand yourself is not an easy game. You need to brand yourself for people to know you for who you are. In fact, it involves even the color, image, logo, communication, intensity. You have to be very intentional when it comes to branding. If you're selling hairs, what kind of hair do you sell? Do you jump from selling, what's it called, donor hair to the other type of hair, or you are consistent, you're just doing one? If we know you for this is what we know you. Just like Ife, we know her for Mega City. Anything involving Mega City, that is who she is. She will not jump from being Mega City to being Pure Water, to be what is it called, different brands. Under Mega City, you can have different subsidiaries. Mega City can be the group of other subsidiaries that you have. So when you mention Mega City, you see Ife. Ife is Mega City. Before you start picking brands, subsidiaries are in Mega City. So you have to create a name, a niche, be consistent in that brand. Create an identity for yourself that people will know you. If we search for you, to say, okay, we search for Mega, everything is online, as in online. If I come to you to introduce my business, by the time I leave, some people just go online, Google, tap, 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 tap. Google will bring out everything about you. If you're good, to bring it. If you're bad, in fact, AI is the easiest now. If you want to know anything about something, just go to AI. If AI is not bringing you out from your Instagram or your Facebook or your LinkedIn, to pick you up from somewhere, it can even be a picture. So branding is key in whatever we want to do, and be consistent. Be very consistent. You want to brand your company or yourself as a person. On the branding, so in branding, there's a whole lot we need to know about branding. If I start talking now, I won't end it. But like I said, key things to understand about branding is to create a niche for yourself, be consistent, follow the trend. Follow, like I said, follow the trend. Learn to upgrade and upgrade yourself. Spend the money to upgrade yourself. Spend the money to go for trainings. Spend the money to learn more, because you don't know it all. Thank you. If you have any questions.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Please, you are the star of it. We would like to have you on the stage. I know you wanted to welcome your other speakers, but I'm sure we can do better than that. Come on, people. Let's encourage her. Let's encourage our sister. Please, I'd like to have, before the question and answer session.
To bring the paper for questions and answers. I don't want to ask questions right now.
Does anybody have any questions for Dr. Ijeoma?
She said she doesn't want to have questions. There's a paper for questions. Where is it?
Questions
Go
on
and get the
branding
question paper now.
and visibility.
It's there.
Good morning, everyone. When I came here, the last where she says is calling company. I'm an impatient someone at times. So I want to understand why people normally say if you are doing any business, you need to give it 5 to 6 to work, or if you survive it in 5 to 6 years. So I want to emphasize the reason why people are saying that.
Why do you say when you're doing any business to survive times? Just like marriage, there was most people say if you survive 10 years in marriage, you are good. Yeah, will I say it's 80% that survives 10 years, and it's very difficult for you to see that marriage break. So same thing with our businesses. Like you said, you're very impatient. Maybe the first, second year, you started the business, you were doing well. All of a sudden, something happened, you now stopped that business. You quickly move to the next available business. You've killed that one, you've killed your dream. You've killed whatever that will happen in that business in the next 3-4 years. Even your ideas, new ideas that you've killed those ideas already. And you're moving to another business. So, one, you are not patient enough to see if that business will survive. To see if that business survive for the first 5 years. Whereby, that 5 years, if I know you, it's just like you're selling rice in front of I passed year 1, nobody. You just had 1 or 2 customers. Because Nigerians is where anywhere it's happening, that's where we rush to. We rush to that place, and once we see the next place, we move to that place. So the first year, I see there no customer, maybe 1 or 2. Second year, I also see you there. Maybe your customers increase to 3 or 4. The third year, increase to 4, 5. Do you understand? And at the same time, now you understand what these people want. You understand, maybe if your rice as at then, you don't put, what's it called? You don't fry your stew very well. You are not improving. If I come, I will complain, this thing is not good today. Tomorrow, you prepare it, it will look better. Do you understand? Once it's okay, I will come with another person's interest. Now, we are increasing. Gradually, we are increasing. Before you know, 5 years, 6 years, there is no business that will stand for 5, 6 years that will just crash like that, unless the owner of the business is not interested in that business. And like I said, you need to upgrade yourself. You need to learn more things. You need to understand the trend so you move faster with that trend to upgrade your business. Is that clear?
Ladies and gentlemen, just to buttress the points Dr. Ijoma said and to shed light to the question our sister asked about being, she said she was an impatient person. How many of us know how to make more here? Let me see, with a show of hands, let me see your hands. Do you use leaf or do you use container? Container. I use leaf. I use leaf. And I can tell you for free, the first time I used leaf, both the leaf, everything, we use the moi, the beans paste to have a bath. So the second time I got better, third time I got better, fourth time I got better. Now I can do it in my sleep. So, like Dr. Ijoma said, you just have to be consistent. You have to keep going at it and going at it and going at it. When I was talking to her earlier on, before we started, she shared with me about something. Know your niche. Know your niche. That would probably mean you having to try different all kinds of things. Now, because my dad is late, he's a fantastic cook, and he has this special recipe for moi moi. Like I said, I can make moi moi in my dreams. But as time went on, I realized that I also have a fantastic voice. Okay, check this out. Welcome. You have reached Women Minding My Business. To talk to Ifoma, press 1. To talk to Toya, press 2. To leave a message, press hash. So please tell me, which do you prefer? For me to make it more or for me to use my voice? No, seriously. As I speak to you, I do. Je ne sais pas si I could actually do this by Jackson, then I can just swap a knife and then you just bring things. How do you say, you know what I mean? So I should stick to the voice, I mean. As I speak to you, if you call DHL for inquiries, it is my voice you hear. So find out what your niche is. Don't bother. But like I said again, you will try different things, but you have to try and you have to be consistent. So thank you very much, Ma, for that answer. Do we have any other? Okay. I have someone here. I saw her first, if you don't mind.
Good afternoon. Choma What's the question? My question goes like this. Dealing with customers is very difficult. Like it says, customers are always, but sometimes you have to leave the lane. I want, I don't know how to put it. If there is a way out, apart from the way I'm doing, because I want like sometimes it's a help. So please, I would like an advice towards that. Someone like me, I love money. So maybe after I will start pleading. Pleading is for me to collect the money back. So please, I need an advice how to maintain a customer that people can't please people. So that is what
Let me answer your question. In fact, most times I feel sorry for my husband. Ask me why. Because everybody is sorry, sir. Don't be annoyed. You'll be sitting there, even somebody that I know that I can slap. I'll say, sorry, sir. I'm very sorry. Just what do you want? We'll do it for you. No problem. Just let it go. Please, I beg you. And it's something I tell people now, like I keep on saying, follow the trend. Listen, everybody is a reporter now. If you're in business, you have to be very, very careful. Social media is out there. That is why you see people like Very Dark Man calling out people. And just be a little problem, just small trigger that sorry, you saw. You just see your brand go down in one day. Social media can bring you up in 2 seconds. And in just 2 seconds, it will bring you down. And you realize that you've been getting calls in a day, maybe 200 people calling you. All of a sudden, you see yourself, if 5 people call yourself, you can't be wondering what happened. When you're in business, you have to be very, very humble. Humility is key. Yeah. If you want to go far in business, you have to be humble. Very humble. Customers are always right in the sense that even when they offend you, it's your business. Look for ways to manage them. It's not like they are not right, but you want to keep your business. You want your business to flourish. You have to be very patient. In fact, if I'm driving and you hit me, I will not come down. Yes, I will not. Because if I come down, why did you hit me? You are very stupid. We start quarreling, and before you know, people will gather. Just like what the former is doing now. In the next 2 minutes, everybody is the content creator. They will throw it up there, and they will start digging about you. She's the CEO of something there at trade fair. Very stupid woman. See the way she talks to people. Maybe that's the way she talks to her husband. You know those kind of a thing. It happens when you interface with them to directly B2B. So you have to be very, very, very careful. If it's something you can't handle, so okay, no problem, I'll get back to you. Ask for wisdom. Wisdom is key. If not, you lose your business just like that. Be very patient with those people. With your customers. In fact, it's not all customers that are right though. It's not all. But look for ways. Customer relationship is another thing. People go to school to study customer relationship. Yes. And they go for training for customer relationship. And number 1 is for you to be humble. Work on your mental health, on how to deal with people. If not, you lose it, and when you lose it, your business is going down. And like I said, referrals. If I refer this person to you, this person will refer this person will refer this person. She's a beautiful woman. When you get there, she's always there to attend to you. Don't worry, she will handle it. So, my dear, you have to be very, very careful. Very, very, very careful what you do with them. They are not always right too. But that is the slogan that they are right. Because, like you said, you want to collect money from those people. You have to be very, very humble. You get that?
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. We have another question from a sister here from Diane.
of branding.
Let me give myself an example. I sell kids clothes, children's clothes and all that. Well, I also cook. I do cooking. So sometimes I'm torn between maybe focusing on one or just because sometimes I get calls for this, I get calls for the other one, and I'm good at the both. That's what people say. So, but I don't know, do I stick to one? Because sometimes it's like divided attention. Okay, sometimes it's like divided attention. Maybe this person is calling me for the close thing, close to you.
Okay, Diana, let me. Thank you very much.
Dr. Ijoma, she said she sells thrift children's clothes, and she's also good at cooking. And people say she's good at both. What does she do? Does she continue with the two? Does she pick one? How is she, or should she brand the children's clothing? Should she brand the cooking? And by the way, everyone, this is the last question. We need to move on quickly. We are pressed for time.
Over to you. Okay. You're good with two things. You're very good with two things. Clothing and cooking. Which one gives you more profit and time to do what you want to do? She was a logistics manager before.
So I learned the cooking aspect and how to package. So I have always done clothing right from university. So I was already selling clothing, doing more concerning clothing. So I like it. It motivated me now to come and do this. Last week I was cooking for somebody that wanted a birthday. The clothes will just come up and then I want to. I'm getting a shock for the final. But at home I don't do it. So when they come in for those two and birthdays and
Like I said, in profit, which one gives you more profit? The clothes. You have to balance it. Yeah. You do 60-40 or 70-30. Yeah, because you stay in business, and somebody tell you what you
Sorry,
Thank you. So you stay in business to make profit. The other one is just like, that's what you love doing. And it's your passion somehow. Then you just keep balance.
What's that?
Don't attend to the other business. You do. But don't give that other business 50 attention in this. Because you might lose out from the ones that will give you more profit. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
While we were having a session, one of our keynote speakers walked in, very interesting. I said, I used the word interesting because incidentally, she's into farming. So let me read her profile. And I would really appreciate it that when I'm done reading her profile, we put our hands together and appreciate the gift of God in her life. Her name is Ogo Adu. Did I get that? I hope I got the pronunciation correctly. She's the Executive Director, Mountain View Farms International. Mrs. Ogo Adu is a seasoned executive with over 23 years of experience in governance, strategic leadership, and business growth. She has a proven track record of driving innovation, streamlining operations, and fostering sustainable development. She's currently serving as the Executive Director at Mountain View Farms International Limited and Tago Resources. Ogochukwu oversees operations, strengthens stakeholder relationships, and champions environmental stewardship. She has over 22 years banking experience spanning from operations, sales, customer service, and business development.
She has also worked in over 7 commercial banks, including Diamond Bank, GT Bank, and Access Bank, where her last responsibility was a regional manager. Ugochukwu holds an MPA in International Management from the University of Bolton, United Kingdom, and is a fellow. Oh boy, my glasses isn't here. She's a fellow of several professional institutes. She's known for her strategic vision and commitment in excellence. She is passionate about mentoring and inspiring future leaders. So please let's put our hands together and welcome our next speaker, Ugo Abu. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, is that my talent? Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for having me. And good afternoon. My apologies for stepping in a bit late, so I apologize for that, please. But I will say that, do I need to stand up? Okay.
No.
Okay. So I would like to say that I'm greatly honored to be here in our midst, and we're trying to learn from each other. And I'll try to make my presentation or talk very short for want of time, also not to pause with things that have already been discussed, because Dr. Ijoma, yes, I had a few things they were talking about. So I would like to just quickly talk about doing something that you're passionate about. And I would like to use like personal life examples, and a lot of us, including me, we have tried out all sorts of businesses. And people walk up to us and say, when I look at Chi, I say, oh, she sells perfume. I think I need to do perfume, though she's making money. Meanwhile, do you understand? You see somebody dancing on the internet, the person is, selling akara. You say, this akara is very good. I think I need to go into akara. But most times, really, we really don't sit down, do some introspect, and just say, okay, what really do I think I'm good at? So why I'm saying this to all of us here, I'm also talking to myself. I'm part of also the team that I think this thing is profitable. Let me shall be doing this one, But I would like to tell us that a lot of us here who are successful in our businesses have failed in so many businesses. We have lost monies. We have listened to people, like when she was reading my profile, I have worked in the bank for 22 years. I retired 2 years ago, and I've been doing all sorts of things, but I'm passionate about some things. First of all, I would like to say I'm passionate about talking. So that is my first niche. But what I'm trying to also find out is how does this talking bring food to the table? She says she likes money. So I'm part of the team. I like money. Hello. So I'm part of the team. So I'm part of them. So I like to say that a lot of us have made mistakes. So when you look at people, before I get into the talk proper, when you listen to people, look at people on the internet, when you get close, they will tell you the real stories behind even whatever you see there. People lose money, people have difficulties, people go through a lot that they cannot show you. But then they have to display that passion because that's what they like. And that is what makes it very contagious. Anytime I see her dance, I always click back and say, well done, because really that is what it gives me, this kind of positive vibe that really I like what I'm doing. In as much as there are hurdles, there's all in life generally you see meet hurdles. So I like to talk about passion. We have to identify what we like. Yes, you will still do part of what you don't like that gives you money. That one is certain, it will happen. So there are some things that will happen. You say, okay, I like that. So passion is, what is it I like? Because what you like will naturally will not give you stress. And for us, the men are here, stress actually can cause everything. If malaria was going to happen to you in March, stress can aggravate it and it will happen this February. So stress will make you unhappy, stress will make you cranky, stress will make you age. So when you identify and put in your energy to what makes you happy, then that helps to make it faster. Then why do we have to do the things that make us happy? Because we want to, put in our energy for our best, basically. And that is eventually, like you're talking about building a brand. When you put in that kind of energy, if you build a brand that is long-lasting, that will last the test of time. Building a brand is not easy. Trust me, I've not even been able to build a brand in 2 years. It is difficult building a structure, it's done, basically around 12 years, and he's ahead of me. But I told myself, see, if this boy is going to learn this thing in 3 months, I'll learn it in 9 months, no problem. But let me have a plan. We must look at the trend. What is it that is happening that others are doing? We also have to do basic things. Look at it. Look at your market. Look at the things you like to do. How do I expand? You understand? So if I'm in trade fair doing my business today, how do I make my business international? How do I do my own brand? So when we talk about exports, you can export those products. It doesn't have to, you don't have to go to America. You can export within Africa. You can look for ways to expand that business, okay? But you must give it time. You must give it time. And you need to look at value proposition. So if, for instance, my product is serving the basic market, you need to think outside the box. What is it that I need to do differently that nobody is doing? What is it what problem am I trying to solve? You understand? So I have this perfume now. Maybe when you spread it, or maybe you have something that you need to do to solve a problem. The moment you are solving a problem, people don't actually worry about the cost. So long as they're solving a problem. So while I was in the bank, they say that customers actually worry when the service is not rendered. It's only when the service is not rendered that you go into price war. Like for instance, when you do your transfers in bank, you worry about the 25 naira they charge. No, all you just check is, oh, it's gone. Nobody says, oh, it's gone through. It's only when it doesn't go through, that's it, but they charge me now. Can you imagine? You understand? That's when you worry about the cost of doing that business. So I want to encourage all of us. I'm encouraging myself because really, having done banking for 25 years, 22 years, I've gone through customer service. And then I don't know what to say about how you manage customers. You hear also, you go through, in fact, the hottest corner because you're not supposed to express yourself. Your business, you can actually tell the customer, no, and raise your voice. You can't do that while you are a corporate organization. So you have to learn a lot to build a brand because brand perception is very, very key. And you might think it's just because I'm frying akara. Before you know it becomes a big brand if you put in your energy to it. But I would say that to build a brand, you need customers, you need acceptance, you need trust. And for you to need trust, you see that trust is the most important thing in building business. So when a customer knows that your yes is your yes, put the price you will pay. So while you know that customers are actually things, there are things actually, but you must set certain boundaries. Because somebody might want to push you and say, okay, you want to make loss doing the business. You have to evaluate your relationship all the time. Set boundaries, but don't be rude. But in most cases, you have to be patient. Because sometimes a customer can be coming to you from the point of view of something maybe as a problem back home or a business failure, and the person has some kind of transferred aggression. So it might not be the customer acting at time. So sometimes let's give them benefit of doubt, knowing that a customer
Is there water?
No, but I'm sorry, I forgot to share water, but I cannot find water.
I want to go and ask her. Go and ask her.
there's lots of them coming up. So all those customers, all they are trying to do is to face Coca-Cola. And Coca-Cola has continued to advertise. They have not said because I'm Coca-Cola here for 1,000 years, and let me just relax, nothing will happen. Those people are trying to overtake them, and they're constantly trying to innovate. So I think we need to look at that, look at how we can be patient with our customers. Now I'm talking to myself, and then how we can do the things that we want to do. I mean, don't do, yes, I'm a very hyperactive person. I can do 5 businesses at a time. Sometimes you get confused, but then what can we do? We have to have multiple streams of income. But then there are 1 or 2 that you know you can put your energy to and drive it. And then, like I said, I talked about value proposition. Look for something else you can add to the product you are doing to make a difference from what other people are doing. Look for a problem he's trying to solve, and also, you can even have partnerships. Just that these days, when we have partnerships, we have very informal partnerships. At the end of the day, we quarrel. And when you want to tell, if I want to tell, if let's partner on this, I will not say, let's sign documents. I'll start thinking that Ifeoma will be upset. Is it that you don't trust me? Please, I don't trust you. At that point, please, we don't trust each other. Let's have an agreement. I've made those mistakes. I lost a lot of money doing that. you know, no for, and I couldn't tell anybody. They would say, with your background, how did you give somebody 20 million like that? You know, no, if you must do it, get a lawyer, let's sign an agreement. Put everything in place. That's why in the financial institution, before we give you a loan, we tell you to go and bring your grandfather's earring. Because at that point, that's the only time the customer will succumb to all those things. The moment you disburse that loan, it's over. So no matter, even if you're having a business with your brother, your sister, have an agreement. See, at that point, say, let's have an agreement. It's better. Keep it transparent so that at the end of the day, if anything happens, you can go back and say, this is the agreement. You'll have to follow it legally or otherwise. And also part of what I saw that keeps us down in business is self-doubt. Some people call it imposter syndrome. Honestly, I'm also one of the people. When I tell people I'm shy, I'm like, you know it better. You think you know, you understand. You look at the energy they are putting in. And let me tell you also, please, there is no shortcut to making money. That is one thing I want to say. So there's something like, so when you put in, like people, I have a farm actually, and I also do export. I do a lot of food products. So people like, oh God, please want to start this farm. Or, so when I put in like 10 million, how much should I be getting every month? I said, there's no answer to that. It depends. There's a time you have drought, there's a time you lose bets, there's a time you do well. So every day you need to keep looking at the numbers. If you take it away, you lose money. So you must put in time. So what made me put in all my time at that time was because I felt that in the bank, you can start your work by 6 a.m. You can start, and you know, the offer letter says 8. But trust me, it starts by 6. All of these customers will call you. Let them say, I can start money on Saturday morning. I can start money, I'm waiting for on Saturday when we know we're not at work. All I will do is, sorry, please permit me to be myself here. I'll be like, okay, no problems, let me see what I can do. I try to, you know, run around, even though I know I might not get results, but don't make the customer feel that, today is Saturday, sorry, we cannot, no. You come back and say, sorry, they are not open today, can you wait till morning? Then the customer sees that effort that you have made. Whether you made the effort or not, you have appeared like you have made some effort. You understand? Then I had customers call me, very big customers, hello, somebody that we all know called me one day around past 12 midnight. Hello, I'm in the US now, my card is not working, I hope it's not too late. I said, no, not at all. This is in my head, I said, no, it is actually 1 p.m. in Nigeria, in my head. I said, no, not at all. I called my colleagues, we tried to resolve the issue, and I said, okay, so if there's any point that was still awake, please call me. You know, he's not going to call me every day. But that one experience is what he needed at that time, because we have a time difference. It's probably 2 p.m. He's stranded, do you understand? So that help is a one-off. So we have to look at how we can give up the one-off helps. I hear people say, okay, no refund. I see things people have Instagram pages, no refund, no this, no that. Even if you have a no refund policy, I don't know if it's right to people that know what I mean. I don't think it is right to report your eggs and do something, there are some cracks and say, oh, what happened? Only I bought like 100 crates for you. You have like 6 and but when you come back next time, I'll give it to you. Because I know that I want to keep you. So look at your customers, the 80-20 rule. Who are those customers that give you 80% of your income? Focus on them. Never lose them to competition because somebody is watching to take them away from you. So at home, I want to encourage every one of us and believe in yourself. No, if you make 5,000 naira, you have done well. Then think of the next time, think of the growth, think of the things you need to do. Baby steps, celebrate it. So thank you very much for having me. Thank you for your time.
No, please, ma'am, hold the microphone.
That's
Thank
fine.
you very much, ma'am. Your farm, could you tell us more about your farm? Is it just eggs? Is it just poultry?
Okay, so the farm, I do 2 things. For festive periods, I do turkeys. So I do as much as 200 during festive periods. And for the birds, I do basically eggs. Okay, the layers. And of course, you know how it is when they lay for a particular time, you replace. Then on the other side, I also do exports. I export food items. And like I said, I always do what I understand. So when people tell me, please, we need to export charcoal and ginger and call one chemical name like that. You know, those names, when they call, they say, when you put in $50,000, you make as if you hold on. You don't understand the goosey and a bono. And I think that is the one. No, yes, that is the one I know very well. I know the measure. I can tell you what it takes. At night, I wake up at night and look at the markets, talk to farmers. Yes, I do all that. Because see, really, thank God for the banking experience. We teach you how to break down things, how to do it in your own little way and gradually grow, like I said. So I do export, and I export palm oil, I export egusi, all sorts of things. If you tell me now that you need, call anything. If I tell you now that you need onions, even within Nigeria, and I see the market, I'll order it and tell you I'm selling it immediately. I'll send it to you. So it doesn't matter. What matters is when you understand the numbers of those things, you put in your effort. So I sell all those things, and you have to put in effort. So people tell you, so it is not easy to do export because you can carry your things and give somebody, your money will disappear. So don't think that I do export that I've seen all the donors. I make efforts to have collaborations, okay, with people. So partnership is important. I cannot be sending my sisters are in America. I cannot be sending oil to others and tell her, please help me sell. When it's not my, she's there to make her own money. Help me sell. We share the profit 50-50. That is the motivation. That's why she will get up from her paid job and take out time to sell. So when you want to export, you need to be very, very deliberate about what you do. Whatever business actually. But because why I'm doing that in export, but that is the one I understand. Understand how many papers are inside one bag of egusi. Understand that I need to pick it and clean it. I need to package it properly. I need to talk to the customers, ask them what their next plan is, know what I'm doing. Then also, for the export business, you need to understand the season. So you cannot go and buy oil at this time. No, you can't do that. You can't sell it. So there's a time for oil business. So oil is going to come out very soon. It's going down now. Maybe by March, it starts getting better. You want to buy a goosey, you know you have to wait till around August. You want to buy beans, you have to wait till November. And we keep learning. You know, when I see people on TikTok, I call them and say, please, can I talk to you, please, if you don't mind? Then we talk and say, I want to learn how to do this. I want to buy from you, you know. So we keep improving ourselves. But I'm doing all this doesn't mean I'm perfect in any way. But we're just trying to keep improving ourselves. And like I said, tech is very important, please. Don't say you're not a member. Please just go and improve yourself. Me, I'm like, they asked me to rank myself and said I'm doing 30%, which is not good for the level of experience I have. So hopefully by the end of this year, we should get better. And tech does it all, you know. And so that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. From the last thing you said, I picked something you did not say. I tried to listen to what people are not saying. What was the word that popped out? Thank you. Mentorship. Do you mentor people? Do you have like online classes where you mentor cohorts or so people can learn and glean from your year of experience?
So what I'm doing basically now is one-on-one. Like I told you, tech helps you to do that kind of thing. So those are the things I'm trying to set up, and it's going to come out very soon. But in terms of mentorship, mentorship based on things that are like bread and butter for me, which is like breaking down tasks, helping you understand how you can do little things and make money. You understand? So people look at big businesses, I need to have 10 million or 5 million, start making money. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Mentorship in terms of helping people how to double their revenue, believing in themselves, looking at how to work on their confidence and, growing their businesses generally.
Thank you very much. Before I throw out the question and answer sessions, I just want to bring out some bullet points that my sister here, she said, I reframed it in my own words. You said we should be comfortable with failure. Be comfortable with failure. Embrace it, don't lie. That's the only way you can learn. You also said, I rephrased, outsource your stress. There's some things that you shouldn't, stress yourself about. You said we should look at value proposition, we should look at people that have done what we want to do, that are better than, what's the word now? The kings in that industry. Or should we call them gatekeepers? What should we?
Captains.
Yes, the captains of the industry. Yes, that's the word. And learn from them. You said there's no shortcuts in making money. That one paid me small. You said every day we should look at the numbers. We shouldn't take our eyes off the numbers. And you finally, last thing you said, we should celebrate every win. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Do we have any questions from the crowd? Any questions? Do you know your numbers? My sister that has the multiple streams of income, do you look at your numbers every day in terms of cooking and selling the clothes that you do, the two businesses you run? Do you look at your numbers every day? I'm trying to tie your question to what she said. You look at your numbers. Yes, in terms of the business, the trip business and the cooking, don't take your eyes on it. Any questions? Any questions? Going once? Going twice? Just a minute, please. May Eula Dolce, most of you may know her. May Eula Dolce, most of you may know her. She's an influencer and a brand ambassador. She's from Ebonyi State and was born and raised in Lagos. Mostly she speaks Yoruba, am I correct? No. Okay. She is a graduate of Enugu State University of Science and Technology with a BE in